Yo, yo, yo. We live. What's going down, Funky Clowns? It is Sunday, April 11th, 5:06 Pacific Standard Time. And we live. We're going to do some sessions here. Had a good time yesterday. Had a good time the day before. Meeting lots of new people. I'm digging it. It's a street level spirituality. Street level live, which is live tarot readings. I do free 3-card readings, and any donation amount will get you a 10-card Celtic cross reading and bump you to the front of the line. Tips are always appreciated. Digging, hanging out, helping out. Been looked at the Edgar Casey ARE life coach training today, and Association for Research and Enlightenment. I was checking out the Edgar Casey Association for Research and Enlightenment life coach training today, and I thought that would be cool because that's kind of like where my spiritual roots lie, is in that kind of work. And I thought that would be a cool addition to the tarot work. I do tarot for spiritual growth, so it tends to be more focused on what we can do to increase the peace in our lives and others. Right? You gotta own it. Anyway, so just excited about that. Went out to go gardening. Or went out to go to the nursery with my son, and they were closed. So we got some Starbucks coffee. It's a beautiful day. Got this new light. I ordered is it kind of shining in my face, huh? Oh no, that's these background lights too. Okay, so let's check it out. So it creates a little fill lining. Let's see what it's like without it. A little darker, but well, I guess it's still kind of in my... When you light scenes like this with lights, you have to put the lights up high if you have glasses. And if I go up, it's there, but if I go here, what is that light? Is that... Oh, interesting. So it's doing some kind of like double reflection thing. Anyway, just killing some time here while we get started. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Street Level Live. What else has been going on? Man, I was looking at the astrology, and there's just a lot of like karmic debt being paid off, and people breaking off into new teams, moving in new directions, and just a lot of movement, you know, but like kind of getting out of stagnation, man. Just a lot of getting out of stagnation and getting pushed into new directions. So, anywho, I'm going to flip over to my reading screen here so people know what the hell is going on here. This is Astro-tarot for spiritual growth. My magic lemon here. I picked it yesterday, and my friend Alondra helped me activate its powers. It's just a fun little prop, but I do like the symbology. I know it's really beautiful on countertop. And it's kind of like life gives you lemons. What are we doing with it, right? How are we going to transform these lemons? Seems to be the theme with all the readings that we do. People don't know what's going on, what to do, feeling uncomfortable, feeling sad, they don't know if somebody loves them, learning how to love themselves. It's all happening. Anyway, well, I've been really enjoying connecting with people. The tips have not been coming in. I did make $5 in the last 3 days. So I don't know if I've got that solved yet, but I do know. Oh, hey, yay, the magic lemon is here. What's up, Alondra? How are you? I was just talking about you. I was just talking about how you helped me activate the magic lemon. So, how are you doing today? Sunday fun day? I just went to go to the nursery with my son to pick some plants and flowers for the garden that we're working on, and they were closed. So I was just saying that we got some Starbucks. Coffee, keep me going. I am well, thank you for asking. And you? Yeah, I'm doing good. Feeling good today. Got a decent night's sleep. It's Sunday. Been reflecting on life a lot. I've been kind of reinventing my career. You know, this is like my hobby. This is what I do to like really explore this part of myself, which I enjoy. My mom did tarot and astrology growing up, and you know, when I get out there in the business world and I just do my business stuff all the time, I feel kind of soulless. So this gives me a chance to explore this aspect of my personality. I haven't figured out a way how to make any money yet, but I figure why not just build my confidence by doing it repetitively over and over and over, right? What am I planning on planting? Well, let's see, I've got 2 garden beds out here, and I planted some peppers, onions, tomatoes, lettuce. All 6 of my heads of lettuce got eaten by creatures in the night. So the lettuce is ain't working out so good, but I don't know. Flowers? Fruits? Vegetables? I think we're just gonna go to the store and kind of figure it out, you know. But I would love to plant some spinach and lettuce if they don't get eaten. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm a big believer that you just do what you feel is right and don't question it and don't give in to your fears, right? And then you just see what happens, right? Just stick with who you really are, right? So, anyway, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. What have you been up to today? I noticed the way it works is that you have like, if you don't have anyone when you first start, it can be like a half an hour before someone comes in. But if you have like 1 person hanging out or 2 people hanging out, then everyone and their brother wants to come hang out. It's like a restaurant, right? You walk by a restaurant, there's nobody sitting in it. Like, you don't want to be that 1 person in the restaurant. Who wants to be the 1 person in the restaurant? So anyway, thanks for being the 1 person in the restaurant. I appreciate it. Your support and enthusiasm has actually made me feel really good. I was doing this a lot last year, and then with 2020, it was just like, things just got hectic, so. Yeah. So, but then I was like, dude, I should at least do it every now and then. Like, I don't have to stop altogether, right? I trim my beard. This is a number 6. Trying to look more presentable. I've been hiding from the world for like 5 years. So now I'm like, dude, I gotta wash my face and get out there again. My sister brought me a rock from her hike. Oh, sweet. Nice. Very cool. That's sweet. I went up to Joshua Tree about a month ago to do a video shoot. I make like logos and videos and stuff like that. And I grabbed a rock. I have no idea where it is. Where my rock at? Anyway, so here I am, being vulnerable to the world. This is who I really am. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. What have you been doing? You got a rock. It's Sunday. You just maxing and relaxing? I'm just moving because it feels good. I'm here. I'm a person. I'm alive. Yay. I was thinking about putting a goal up. Hot girl Vic in the house. Oh my god, I'm feeling all the love here. We got Alondra, we got Hot Girl Vic. Feeling the support. Girls are gonna make me cry. Steve! Yeah, buddy. What's up, man? Doing good. I was hanging out with Alondra. We were just chit-chatting about life a little bit. She got a rock from her sister. And who went on a hike today? I was telling her how I went down to go to the nursery with my son and to get some plants, but they were closed. So we got coffee instead. And then Hot Girl Vic just came in. So we were saying hello to her too. And just getting things warmed up here. Appreciate the support. Let's see, Alondra was here first, and then we had Hot Girl Vic and then Steve. So in that order, if anybody would like, if anybody has any questions, I am more than happy to give you a warm up. Or we could start off. Let's start off with an Edgar Cayce card. These are kind of like inspirational cards that I have that have quotes on them from The Sleeping Prophet, Edgar Cayce. Okay, well, thank you, Alondra. We're going to pull a card here, and we'll just kind of get the energy going. See how everyone's feeling. I've been having a really great time hanging out with all y'all. And it's really interesting to see all the different personalities that come by. Everyone's kind of in a different place, right? All right. If you don't know who Edgar Cayce is, check him out. There's a biography on him called There's a River that is unbelievably entertaining and supposedly all true. It's like Star Wars or something. No, it's not like Star Wars, but it has that same kind of magic around it. All right, let's see here. I got a text from my son here. What's he saying? My son's a riot. Like he sent. This is the picture he just sent. It's a picture of a possum. Let's see. Hopefully the camera focuses. There you go. It's a possum checking out a Buddha statue. Kids are amazing. A possum checking out a Buddha statue. So the funny thing about where I live, it's my father's property, but my dad lives in Asia because he does charity work out there. And but he has tons of Buddhas everywhere, so it's kind of this running joke with the kids. They're like, really, another Buddha? And then my daughter, I guess, saw a possum last night, so it must be some humorous thing between my son and my daughter about possums and Buddhas. So Empress Natalie, what's going down, dude? I'm feeling all the love today. Yeah, we're just gonna pull in. We're just getting started here, Empress Natalie, and Hot Girl Vic is gonna ask a question. So, Hot Girl Vic, if you want to go ahead and formulate your question, and then pick a number between 1 and 4, we can get that at least on the table. Now, as a group here, everybody, if you could pick a number between 1 and 3. And then we'll just see, we're just having fun here. We'll just see whatever number gets the most, we'll pick that stack. 1, 2, and 3 without looking at each other's. Pick a number in your head right now. Don't change it. Give me 1, 2, or 3. Let's see where the vibe is for today. Drop me a digit. Don't change your answer. Stick with it. What did you have in your mind when you first asked? When I first asked? Maybe it was you. All right. Landra, you still here? If you're still here, drop me a digit. If not, thank you for always blessing the energy here. Got Vic, Steve, Alondra, maybe Alondra. Alondra's like my guide. She like always shows up first, sends me lots of blessings, and then flies off like a little bird. All right, let's just go for one. Seems to be the flow for now. So stack one. Let's see what the card is. What's the tone for today? It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. It's a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. It says, learn also from the flower that where thou art, ye too may make that place more beautiful for your being there. Learn also from the flower that where thou art, ye too may make that place more beautiful for you being there. Well, that's sweet. Edgar Cayce always has a kind of a old way of talking that sometimes can be a little confusing for some people, but I think this message is really simple. It's just like a flower makes you feel better for it being there, that us and ourselves can do that also in every moment of our lives, and that we're generating that awareness, you know, that we're not too wrapped up in all our shit and what we want and what we don't have, but you know, that we have the power to generate that same level of goodness and appreciation everywhere we go. So be like a flower. If you were a flower, what flower would you be? Right now I've got maybe 16 orange California poppies blooming right outside my window here. I've got jasmine. I have some daisies of different colors. I love flowers. And I'm feeling it. Every time I go outside, I can smell them, and it just makes me happy. Yay. So anyway, choose your flower. Be the flower today. I'm going to leave this out here. That'll be the vibe for the day. And Hot Girl Vic. Warming it up with Hot Girl Vic. A rose, yes. What color rose? Actually, our first rose just bloomed. A white rose just bloomed out front. And then when you walk in the house, it smells like roses. Yay. Hot Vic is a rose. Empress Natalie, what kind of flower are you? And Steve, if you want to pick a flower, you can pick a flower. I'm going to say right now I'm a California poppy because they're just blasting. Orange. Stomach energy. Vitality. Yay. Alright, so Hot Girl Vic. What is next for me? What should I be focusing my attention on? That's a good question. 3-card readings are typically a little bit easier with more kind of yes-no type questions or just kind of general themes. But if you don't mind, I'll just kind of pull the cards that I pull and let's see what themes come up and see what it says. A rose. And Steve, what color rose for you? Roses, my mom makes flower essences. Roses are celestial energy, divine angelic energy. Lavender is peace. Oh no! No, it's not your bad at all. I just want you to know, like, we'll just pull it up and just kind of see what happens. Sometimes it's not as in depth as, you know, doing like a 10-card spread or something like that. But let's pull the cards and see. Let's check it out. Okay, pink rose, beautiful. Oh no! I didn't mean that as anything punitive or anything like that. I just meant that I don't know if I'm gonna give you the depth of an answer that I would like to. I guess is what I'm trying to say. And Hot Girl Vic, if you had to choose a number between 1 and 4, what number would that be? Audience participation. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Trying to Get this whole camera thing figured out. I'm not in love with this camera. Like I said yesterday, I used to use my iPhone. It looks so much better, but I've got this on this little stand, and it literally just, you just push it to the left or the right, and it's out of the way of the table. I'm not doing this, and it's just really great, really convenient. Number 1. Oh, really? You're number 1, and you're an air sign. Am I to remember correctly? Life path number. Does everyone else know their life path number? I'm a 33-6. 4 out of the 5 people in my family, if you add up their birthdays, it adds up to 33. Isn't that odd? My mom and my 2 brothers. Not my dad. Different vibe. Well, I pulled 4 cards for you. So let's see what this is all about. Yep. I have this weird thing where I can meet someone like for years later, and then I'm like, I don't even know what your name is, but you're a Libra, right? It's funny. Air sign. Okay. Well, we got the Lovers in reverse. What should be focusing? What should you be? Let's make sure we're real specific. Okay. Well, coming out of self-deception is really the thing here. I mean, this is really simple. Upright, you know, this is kind of like you're looking at all these fantasies, right? Some might be real, some might not be. You put your hand in one, you know if it's going to bite you or if it's going to love you, right? So this is like, being in the center, this is kind of where you're at right now, right? So this is kind of like, you know, chasing the fantasies of the world, so to say, like, oh, like, maybe I could buy a gold grill and be a rapper, or like, maybe I could marry a millionaire, like, maybe I could be a nun, and like, you know, and maybe I could write a book, and, you know, everyone's going to love me, and, you know, it's like, each of these cups are these promises, right? But this person's got their kind of the cloth over their head here too. So, you know, it's kind of like entertaining fantasies and knowing the difference. So when it's in the reverse position, it's kind of like you're either coming out of it and you're coming back to your more divine, eternal state of spiritual awareness. You become the observer, and things become less objective and more subjective. So you're kind of coming out of this, you know, but it can be self-deception too, right? So I'm not saying it is self-deception, but I'm just saying it can be. Just moving out of fantasy is really the focal point of the reading here. So, you know, I mean, I think the message here is really clear. It's you're on a new path of developing some sort of resources. Now, you know, the obvious way to look at this is work and career, right? Or developing your resources. You know, we always feel insecure in relationship until we have our resources fully developed, right? So the page is somebody who's just starting off a new path, and he's got this coin, and he's like, yeah, I want to take this quarter and turn it into $100, right? So that's one way to look at it. Now, this could also be your personal resources, but, you know, you got the Ace of Pentacles coming right after that. And it was funny because I unconsciously pulled 4 cards when I usually pull 3. So this here, you know, is like the ultimate expression of the Pentacles. This is like God money, right? So it's just saying that, you know, whatever this new path is, or whatever you're developing on your path, is really make sure that it's spiritually focused in what you're doing, and not, it doesn't have to be overtly spiritual. It's just that everything that you do, everything that you design, everything, the way that you conduct yourself is to the service of your integrity and the integrity of other people, right? So Gnostic teaching talks about the prostitution of the soul, and that's not what you want to do when you're on earth. We don't want to be prostituting the integrity of who we are in exchange for some false promise that will literally just end up sucking into your life force anyway. So, you know, I think your message is really clear. Moving away from, you know, I get this is like the Lovers in the recent past. This is like, this is what I used to focus on. I got wrapped up in fantasies. I'm getting out of it. Now I'm realizing it's just really about developing my resources and getting that God money that's promised to you. Cool? Good enough? Hot Girl Vic, you feeling it? Get that God money. Get that cash. I mean, line with your spiritual purpose and, You know, people are going to fall away who don't resonate with you, and people are going to come in that do. You know, God bless. Like, who wants some jackasses hanging around, like, trying to use you and take advantage of you instead of respecting you, right? So take that same self-respect that we seek in our relationships and apply it to your career, work, and all that kind of stuff, you know? So, is that a good? Is that a good? All right, well, I hope that helps you out. Get that G cash. Let's see here. Steve, thank you for your patience. How can I help you this late afternoon, early evening? You put in where you're at, or late evening if you're in the UK, or first thing in the morning if you're in Thailand, right? Yay, Empress Natalie. Yeah, so Empress Natalie, I think, yeah, you're right. Let's see here. So Empress Natalie, it's Steve coming right before you. So you're welcome, and I hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. Steve, you still here? Empress Natalie, I have you right after Steve. I'm like a child. As soon as I get past like 3 things, I'm like, well, I better write it down. I don't know what I'm doing. Where's my sticky pads? Where are my stickies? Oh, they're there. Hey, Steve. What can I help you with? Do you have a question today? Anything that you would like to know about? Any kind of reading? These particular questions? And I'm trying to remember your sign. Steve. We had basically all air signs yesterday. We had a couple Aries and a couple Cancers. One was a female. No, Steve, were you the Cancer dating the Virgo? Was that you? I'm trying to remember. It's a lot of people. Hey, Christine. Okay, so Capricorn, that's what it was. Okay, so Capricorn, Virgo, that's what it was. Okay, so you're the Virgo, she's the Capricorn. Okay, so we got, I'm doing Steve right now, and then we got Empress. I used to have this digital thing on my feed that would track everyone, and then it just got super confusing, so I just started writing it down. Okay, and then Christine. Okay, so Christine, you got 2 people in front of you, and then we'll just think about your question. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Having a good time. General reading. So I could do a general 3-card reading, which, you know, they're a little more efficient if it's like question based, just because there's so few cards. But I can just tell you the general theme and kind of see what comes up. Let's check it out. I was really excited about making. I make all my own music for my channel too, just for fun, and I was really excited about making some more music. And I was just about to start working on that, but I was just really excited about doing readings, so maybe after this I'll make some more music. When I make them like, it's got to be like 45 minutes, right? So it's kind of goofy. It's not like super serious music, but just kind of supposed to be kind of fun. Right? Steve. Empress Natalie, what sign are you? Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you, Steve. And then yeah, the Virgos are going through it, man. There's a lot going on with the Virgos right now. Lots of shifting, like being super clear about what they want, what they don't want. Like, just like there's no bullshitting a Virgo right now. So Empress Natalie, if you could tell me what sign you are, and then also Christine Gable. Just help me tune into your vibe a little bit. Okay, Steve, hit me with a number between 1 and 4. Let's do it. Yeah. Becoming more mature about life definitely is more peaceful, but man, there's sometimes I'm like, I remember back, I can't say I've always been super conservative, let's just put it that way, but man, some fun times. Great memories. I would never repeat. Oh my gosh. Okay, 1. Okay, so it's 1, so it's just, we're just go right off the top then. Okay, Steve. Oh, foundation. Oh, something's going on here. Someone's feeling a little grumpy here. Let's see what's going on. Recent past is, you know, this really nice solid foundation. Things, it seems like, appears that things have been working out. There's been a solid foundation either within your own masculinity and feminine balance, or an actual partnership or marriage or something like that. A happy home, a structured balance. And then something came along here and we got the King of Cups. Yeah, 2020, my God. The hell is that about? Whew. Let's see. King of Cups in the reverse position is, you know, the King of Cups is the masculine representation of emotional maturity, right? And when it's upside down here, he's kind of, his cup's full, he's fulfilled, but when it's upside down here, that means the water's flowing out and his energy is kind of in the reverse position. So, you know, there's some sort of volatility or emotional manipulation or some kind of emotional upheaval going on right now. I'm not sure. Now, since you have the foundation here in the past here, is that, you know, it looks like there's some like waves or ripples in regard to your foundation in some manner. So you can read into that as you see fit. It could be home, it could be partnership, or whatever that might be. There's some emotional upheaval, some, you know, if the water represents the emotions, there's kind of these waves through that right now. So, but what you have in the upcoming future here is the Hangman in reverse. So he looks like he's upright, but that's not usually how it is. Usually he's upside down, he's hanging. So the Hangman in this normal position, it's like life in suspension, right? There's just kind of a lot of like, nothing's moving forward. But when it's in the upside down position, that means kind of it's coming out of suspension. So you're going to see some forward movement in regard to this emotionality or emotional upheaval. Let's just pull a couple more here just to give you a little clarity. Well, I mean, that's wonderful. Look at that. So, I mean, this is the ultimate card of emotional celebration and well-being. This is about community. This is about emotionality. This is, you know, just imagine going out with a group of friends. Everyone's cheersing each other's. All their cups are full. Everyone's feeling fulfilled. So what I would take out of this is that you're kind of getting away from these emotional upheavals within your own relationship or foundation with your home and family, and you're going out into the world and you're recognizing there's been this kind of stagnation emotionally with that, you know, like you could look at this and say, okay, in 2020 I was at home all year with my partner. I'm glad we didn't kill each other, right? That kind of energy, or whatever this is. Everything's been really focused on the home or the relationship. And it's been really feeling really stagnant, you know what I mean? But this is saying, no, now is your time to go out into the community. Now is your time to create those friendships again and develop those friendships and really take a little bit of focus and tension off this, whatever this is going on at home. So that's your message, is get out into the community, create fun, celebration, and that will end up creating a lot of healing in other areas of your life. So have a good time. Invest in friendships, invest in the community, and create a network of love and friendships around you that I'm assuming you probably really want and need, because Virgos are going through a lot of shit in that area. So hopefully that's helpful, Steve. Get out there in the community. Okay, hey, we got a visitor. Gabriella. All right, Gabriella, we have 2 in front of you. Get to you in a bit here. Like always, I always appreciate tips, really helpful. Even if it's $1, it makes me feel special. Links in the description if anybody feels like dropping me a $1. Let's see. You got it, Steve. Yeah, just, I mean, dude, it's just the thing that Virgo's been literally like just total time out for a while, reinventing yourself from the ground up. Who am I? Who am I now? I don't know. But it's just like, now it's like forward movement. Now it's time to get out there and like really connect again with people in the community with the level of self-awareness that you have now because of what you've gained in the last year, 2, 3, 4, you know? We're not who we used to be, you know? So. Cancerian Queen. Well, at least it's Cancerian Queen is the first one that I don't have to ask what her sign is. I'm assuming. Okay, Gabrielle, Cancerian Queen, thank you for stopping by. How are you? It's just a really wonderful Sunday. I feel so much love and support from everyone. I really thank you. Okay, Gabrielle, Cancerian Queen. Cancerian Queen, I've added you to the list. We have a couple of people in front of you here. We got Empress wants a general reading. Empress is a Cancer. I have a Cancer ascendant, so I got those little crabby claws too. This is crab medicine. Look, coffee. You're gonna see these claws out when I'm drinking this coffee. Empress Natalie. Empress Natalie, give me a number between 1 and, let's say 5. A number between 1 and 5. Natalie. Cancerian Queen. A lot of air. A lot of water going on too here. No foe. Let's do it. Thanks for joining me, guys. It's really nice to I live in a really small town, so it's really nice to just be surrounded by people that, you know, generally have similar, I mean, at least we have some kind of connection that we're not ready to like punch each other because I do tarot, right? I was on this dating site and I said something about an astrological sign, and this girl was like, "You believe in that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I more than believe in it. I utilize it daily." Run. All right, so Empress Natalie says 4. I say 1, 2, 3. There's 4 right here, so let's just top it off. Wham bam. Empress Natalie. Cancer. Ooh. Well, you're coming out of a lot of mental garbage, right? A lot of mental struggles. Sometimes when we feel disempowered, we have a lot of, we can feel really overcome with our mental actions. So just in general here, the nature of the reading is developing and building up your resources, right? So this is kind of the master craftsman kind of like developing and kind of refining their skill. He's being repetitive. He's making one after another here, right? So this is kind of like that. This is symbolic of taking that time to really invest in yourself, in your career, in your skill, in your craft, and your resources. So it's like I said, it's not always just work or money. It's like your resources, what you have available, what you can offer someone, right? So, you know, like when I do tarot, it's, you know, it's nice to make a few bucks here and there, but I'm also developing this inner resource of knowledge and awareness every time I do a reading, to a point to where I can do readings at a moment's notice. But that's because I've done 1 reading, 2 reading, 3 reading, 4 reading, 5 reading, 6 reading, right? So it's taking the time and that repetitive motion of really investing in yourself to the point that your confidence becomes second nature, right? It's like learning to drive, right? You don't hop in your car now and like think to yourself like, oh, I have to, you know, go this way and push this button. Like you just do it, right? So this is getting you to a point in your resources, in developing these abilities and investing in your resources. Now, what's interesting about this is that your card that precedes that is the card, it's the Ten of Pentacles, is the ultimate expression of resource, right? So this kind of really gives you an example of what resources really represent. You've got family, you have the mother and the father, you have the grandfather, right? The elder, right? You've got the little dogs and the little kid here, and you have this empire, this house, this home, and this growth, right? So it's demonstrating what resources are. Resources are not just the money, but it's the house, it's the elders and the wisdom of the elders, the love and friendship of these different, and the value that comes from, you know, the innocence of a child and its totality. So, you know, what I see here for you is just that you're really investing in this, you know what I mean? You're looking at, you know, and refining your ability to participate in this type of environment, right? So if we want to participate in this type of environment, we have to bring something to the table, right? So in a very traditional, older sense, you know, a male figure might, you know, be the head of the household, but you have the grandparents there to rely on for financial resources or backing or emotional support or wisdom, right? You have the child to take care of. You have, you know, something to the dogs to feed, right? So you're really refining what you have to offer, right? So, you know, one example might be, you know, when we're younger, you know, we want to be more, we're testing out and seeing what's out there, and it's fun to get attention and all this stuff. But then at a certain point, you got to step up to the table and really have something to offer, right? So you're developing these resources to really have something to offer, and not just a relationship, but in really a family, and you know, being a positive contribution to a family type environment. So getting out of your head and really getting to work. That's your message for your reading. So Empress Natalie, I mean, it sounds like if you're already an Empress, that you're in tune with your identity. So, you know, how do you fit into that? You know, who do you fit in with? What do you have to offer? I'm learning that shit right now, man. I went through a divorce a number of years ago, and it just really, I put up my walls, you know, and then now I'm like, wow, that would be cool. It'd be cool to participate in a family environment like that, you know? And so I've been digging deep for, you know, how can I play that role, you know? So it's just a 3-card reading, so, you know, it's not super detailed, but hopefully that gives you a general vibe of some themes, and then that's helpful for you. Thanks, Empress. I appreciate that. Next up, we have Christine. What's I wrote on my thing here? Christine. I can't read my own handwriting. Hot Girl like Steve. Oh yeah, there you go. Christine Gable. So you're either here and you've been super patient, or you've taken off. But if you're, oh, there she is. Thank you. Why aren't you so patient? What will the outcome be? And my Pisces be staying together, working things out, or separating. Cancer and a Pisces. Whoa, man, it's a lot. It's a lot of water. You guys have enough grounded? What's grounded in your relationship? I'm curious in your chart if you have, like, do you know your moon and your ascendant? Do you have Earth in any major placements? It just feels really emotional. It's like, wow. I have a Cancer ascendant and a Pisces full moon. I know exactly, if I didn't have a Virgo sun, I'd be a merman? I don't know. A mer crab? It's a lot, dude. It was. I went to go to the nursery, and I live in a small town. There's not many options, but you know, I like the Americano there, and it was closed, so I took my son to the Starbucks. OG Mask. I like that name. Christine Gable. OG Mask. Welcome, OG Mask. I will put you on the list. Again, if anybody wants a full Celtic Cross 10 card reading, any donation amount will get you that. And I always appreciate tips, even if it's $1. It means a lot. Thank you. Well, Christine, I am 45 years old, and when I was 18 years old, I got a job at a brand new place called Starbucks. My original partner numbers were 209826. 6 digits. And I cannot not forget that number. Oh, cool. You work in the roasting plant. Oh, you get to smell that goodness all day long. Yep. I'm an old school partner. Should have kept that stuck. Oh my gosh. Well, that's quite a question, Frederica. Frederica, I don't feel like those are the types of questions I like to speak to. I tend to do readings for spiritual growth. That just tends to be where I go. I'm not a fortune teller. But if you have any questions about, what can help a relationship, what can help your own spiritual growth, or, a point of inspiration that might help you kind of progress to another level of consciousness, awareness, making life a little more positive or spirited, then I can definitely help you there. But just think it out. I'm going to add your name to the list if you do have another question. I would recommend Rite Aid. And I mean that in all sincerity. Let's see here. Okay, Christine, I'm just going through the list here. So we got it. I can't tell you what's going to happen, but I can tell you what the themes are. So, Christine, let me just pull it out here. So, and then pick a number between 1 and 5, Christine. It's so nice out. The fire truck going by now. 1. All right, well, that's 1 right there. So let's check out and just see the vibe of what's going on. Okay, somebody felt left out in the cold. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. Well, it's been kind of intense, it looks like. This is a pretty intense setup here. Let me just zoom in here. Let's see, Devil in reverse. That is, Devil is can tend to be some sort of addiction or dependency. In reverse, though, it's more of like a breaking free, which is good. That's where you want the Devil, is upside down. So, it's kind of reclaiming your power, breaking free. You're detaching from a situation with codependency, or, frankly, it can be drug addiction. It can be any kind of addiction, and really addiction is, we can look at it in such a dark way, but, really what it represents is just that we're relying or leaning on things that aren't sustainable, right? And that ultimately create some kind of pain or hurt, right? So, oh, sorry, you said 3. Well, there you go. There's your message. So, you're basically coming out of a codependent or somewhat of a situation just that's not healthy in general. So congratulations, those types of situations are difficult to get out of. If you look at the Devil card, they're both chained to the throne, right? But either one of them can easily remove the chain. It's loose, right? It basically shows that it's self-inflicted. It's a choice that we make. We compromise our own integrity for kind of an easy path, right? Coming out of feeling abandoned in the past, feeling left out in the cold. So, you know, I feel like this is like, you know, just breaking real old patterns here and moving forward with a new opportunity. The Page of Cups is showing me that, you know, there's a new option, a possibility showing up. This little fish is popping out of the cup and saying, hey, I've got a new emotional opportunity for you. So, you know, I would say if there is really something that's codependent, addiction, even drug or abuse related, I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying that is the extreme view of the devil. You know, I see you walking away from something and a new opportunity, you know, really popping up really quickly. That's all I can say about it. I can't really say who's leaving who or what's going to happen in the future, but I can say that you're moving away from an unhealthy dynamic. And as you move away from it, you're going to rather quickly have a new opportunity pop up. Now, this could also represent the current relationship transforming in some miraculous way. But the way I see it right now is that often when there's this type of energy, that takes time to heal. So I'm just going to, yeah. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But, you know, you have the courage to walk away from it. You're going to immediately have this little fish pop up and want to take you on a whole new journey. Paige is somebody who's young, ready to go on this new journey and explore new things. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. Christine, I hope that helps. And yeah, no, it's basically what happens is people start coming from a low frequency and they get their needs met. You know, I always say, you either feed on each other or the sun, right? And what I mean by that is that you either feed off someone else's energy or you go out, you meditate, you enjoy the day, you smell the roses, and you really generate your own sense of energy and well-being, you know? And then when people get lazy and get into that convenient way of just sucking it off other people, you need to get the fuck away as fast as you can. So, I hope that helps. Sending you lots of love. That sucks. I don't know what to tell you, but you know the good news is that set sail on that little ship, catch the tide as it moves out. It's going to push you right along to something else way more helpful. So, moving on here, we got a kind of a backup going here. We got Gabriella, Frederica, and then we have, let's see, and then it looks like we got Mac. M-S-A-C-E-E. Okay, so Miss Askey 09. Thanks for stopping by. I put you on the list. There's about 4 people in front of you. I'm gonna hold it there on the list. So if anyone else pops in, yes, thank you. Enjoy Starbucks. So I have continued work. I'm gonna hold off there. If anyone else comes in, I'm gonna cool off there. Donations always appreciated, guys. Thank you. I rarely ever get donations, so even if it's small, it really does make a big difference. Thank you. I hate to be the one to keep saying it, but it does help. And if you can't, it's all good. I'm just doing this because I really enjoy it. All right, so we got Gabrielle. Who's coming next in my love life? New person or past love? Let's see what the cards say. OG Mask. After Gabriella, we have Cancerian Queen, and then it's you, OG Mask. So one other person after this, and we'll get to it. And Gabrielle, I'm sorry, what sign are you? I think you told me already, but. Oh man, those 2 hearts look like 2 boxes of chocolates, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take some chocolates. A little chocolate with my coffee. Yeah, buddy. Sagittarius, on fire. Get the burning fire. Who's coming next? Let's do this. New person or past love? Well, thank you for the specific question. It does make things easier. So we'll just look to the cards real quickly and just see if it indicates more something in the past or something in the future. Can you give me a number between 1 and 4, Gabriella? 1 and 4. Drink some of that tasty Starbucks. 1 and 4. 1 and 4. Here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, 4. Okay, so here's 3. Wham! Oh, we got cards flying everywhere. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! What a lineup. Look at that. You got this sword coming from the heavens. You got the Ace of Wands coming from the heavens. This majestic energy from the heavens indicating mental strength and power and victory and material victory on the earth and structure and creating things. Then right in the middle you just got fuck. It's like someone just crapped their pants and they're like walking down the street trying to like hide themselves in a bush. I mean, this is, look at this. This is horrible. It's just like trumpets of God, and then like, and I am embarrassed. I poop myself. Sorry, I hope my sense of humor isn't offending anyone. That's a lot. I mean, to me, it's the message here is actually really simple, and it's funny how it relates to your question. So here you are, right, and you're facing this way, right, this side of the reading, right, you're facing this way, right, but to your back is this half of the reading, right? So let's look at it from that point of view. Let's look at this. This is the past over here, right? So where you are currently, and then this is the future, right? So let's look at it from that point of view, okay? So, yeah, and I have, just so you guys know, I have everything written down about who's and what order. So Miss Askey, okay, I wasn't going to do any more, but let's, Lauren, I'm going to add you. I'm just in the middle of the reading. You've got about 3 or 4 people in front of you. But you're added to the list, just so you know. But if anyone else comes in, just tell them, like, if you guys as a group, you just tell them that I'm not taking any more readings. That'd be great. So like I said, let's look at this reading. Your question is it going to be past love or future love, right? So from this point of view, in the recent past here, you've got the Ace of Swords. It's all mental, right? So, and in this here, you're looking at these 3 cups that are spilt cups, right? You've got a cape on, it feels solemn. You know, if you cover this part of the card, it's a pretty bleak outlook on life, right? You've got this river you got to cross and a house. You don't know how you're going to cross the river. Your cup's empty, which represents emotional fulfillment. And how are you ever going to get home? How are you going to cross that bridge, right? It's all mental, swords, right? And who wants to be there? That sucks, right? So now let's look at it this way. Let's cross this side here. And let's look at where you are now and into the future. Now, if you erase the mental shit, right, and looking into the past, you'd recognize if you turned around that there's 2 full cups behind you, right? There's a bridge crossing over to take you home, right? And then the Ace of Wands is like a message from the heavens, you know, showing you the foundation of a house, right? It's the wood stick, right? It's actually creating something in the world that's true and real, right? So I think the answer here really is, you know, since this is your future, I do think it's a new lover, okay? But also, you can stay here if you want, focusing on those 3 cups, and you can keep focusing on the past. You have to really be aggressive in your mind about focusing on the possibilities and how fun it is and the ideas and the spirit around creating something new and what's possible, and feeling hopeful and optimistic that you're going to get over that water and that you're going to have the full cups, and really imagine that in your mind, than imagining what's not there and getting all wrapped up in this mental shit, right? This is getting out in the world. This is getting in your head, right? So get out there in the world, move your body, go smell the flowers, meet new people, start fantasizing about what's possible, and you'll have a new lover in your life. That's your message. Is that good? Did I do good? All right, hopefully, Gabriella, that was helpful, and that was a good. I like that reading. The energy was really strong there. Cancerian Queen, thank you for your patience. I mean, I hope everyone likes hanging out too. I mean, right? We hanging out? Ooh, a Leo. Yay. Cancer with the Leo. Water and fire. You guys make steam together. You ever seen a cat in the water? You ever seen a lion in the ocean? Cancerian Queen, thank you so much for consolidating your question with all the answers in one place. That was very helpful. Oh, we got some fire. My Venus is in Leo. Oh my god. I love like a cat. Meow meow. Nothing like two cats laying around licking each other, right? I'll just stop right there. All right, Cancerian Queen, may I ask what your Leo is feeling towards you? All right, everyone having a good time? Yeah? We hanging out? Enjoying our Sundays? We were all choosing flowers earlier, embodying the beauty that flowers bring into our lives. So we all picked a flower to personify for this afternoon. Cancerian Queen made it way too easy. Not only did she say everything and was very helpful, but she made it really concise. Just like total pro. Thank you. All right, after Cancerian, we got OG Mask, then Frederica, Miss Aki 09, and then Lori something. That's just me reading my own handwriting. Okay, so Cancerian Queen says number 4. Un, do, tre, quattro. Right? That's 4. So we're just gonna go backwards like that. Boom, boom, boom. All right, cool. Un, do, tre. How he feel about you? Wow. Sometimes I just see something and I'm like, well, how the fuck am I gonna articulate that? Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to tell you what I see, okay? What I get here is that he was exploring sexuality with you. His true passion is kind of him developing who he is as a person. And with the 8 of Wands in reverse, I don't see a lot of fast forward movement in the relationship. So, I mean, that's just what the cards say. Now, that doesn't mean anything necessarily negative. I'm not getting that it's bad. What I'm getting is that, that it's going to be a slow burn type relationship, and you're going to have to be patient and accepting of his career and his personal development, because he really is putting that first. Is the best way that I could explain that. The message was really quick. Again, it's not, he likes you, I mean, you definitely stimulate him, but I don't know if he's going to be able to give you the emotionality as a Cancer that you will probably really want in the long run. You're a Cancer, you want your cup filled, and I'm sure he really appreciates that about you, that you give that. But he is a Leo, and his authority and foundation and building an empire seems to be really important to him. So yeah, I mean, this is, to me, it's a slow burn type situation. And like I said, I don't know if you're going to feel emotionally fulfilled in the long run. As that tree grows, your cup might feel more and more empty being a Cancer. So, but again, it's just, yeah, of course, he's got 2 jobs. These cards blow my effing mind. Like, I believed in tarot, but once you start doing it, it's just like a punch in the face, one after another. It just blows my mind, just time and time again. So, I mean, that's really all I have to say about it. You know, I hope that makes it clear. It's just really going to be asking yourself, you know, what works for you. Now, it's such a slow burn situation. You may really want to just reflect on what's good for you in the long run, you know, and you've got plenty of, it looks like you've got plenty of time to think about it. So, you know, maybe 6 months from now, you're like, hey, I tested it out and I'm not feeling it, you know, or you're like, wow, I do like this. You know, he's got, you know, plenty of space doing his thing. I've got plenty of space because I'm really busy with doing what I'm doing. And when we come together, it's nice. It's nothing, you know, there's not huge fireworks, but, you know, it's, I can tell he's really enjoying it and, you know, gives me something to be connected with. And we're both so busy, it all kinds of works, you know, so, you know, hopefully that works. Anyway, thank you much. Hope that's helpful. Always appreciate a tip if anyone's got one. No big deal, but if you can, I understand. Let's see here. And so we've got Cancer and Queen. Thank you for being so helpful. Your reading was as quick and efficient as you were. Thank you. OG Mask. Is that as in like original Mask? Not the remake? OG Mask, please tell me, I think you already told me your sign, but if you could just give me, you're a Leo, right? So, once me and Patrick make amends, do you see us having fun together, like going out and being intimate? Currently, we aren't communicating, but planning on making amends in a few days or weeks. Once me and Patrick make amends. Okay, so you've already communicated with Patrick and you guys are going to be meeting up soon. Is that what's going on? I'm assuming you're a little bit younger? Yeah, I don't mean as a judgment, I'm just curious. Once me and Patrick make amends, do you see us having fun together? Yeah, and also if you could pick a number between 1 and 4, that would help. Making amends in a few days or weeks. So you guys have, it's mutual that you guys are going to be connecting. Yeah, it's okay. I'm just curious. Feels really spirited and fun, and god damn it, enjoy yourself. When you get older, it sucks. It gets really serious. They're like, now, if anything, have as much fun as you possibly can. Trust me. It's real serious. People want to know, like, how much you have in your IRA, whether you have kids, what your future plans are. That's a nightmare. I hope you guys have a blast. Patrick, make amends. Okay, so I'm just going to make the assumption that you and Patrick have it scheduled to meet up. And you want to know if you guys are going to be connecting intimately. Well, I'll tell you that right now. So you said number 2. Okay, while we're doing that, with OG Mask, Frederica? I have it written down horribly, so I don't know what exactly your name is because I can't scroll back. If you want to start formulating your question and tell me what sign you are and number between 1 and 4. That would be. Looks like my stream is taking a dive, so I'm gonna restart my stream.